What's up, SBL? It's your boy Warren coming here with another squad review. Bringing up the next squad on the standings, which is NEWTS, sitting at 5-3, 0-1 in OT, 55 goals scored, 30 goals against. Their strengths, obviously, looking at their roster, you see they have a very strong offense, and that's the strength of their team. If they're gonna win games or have a chance to win a championship, they're definitely gonna have to outscore teams. Their weakness, in my opinion, is their depth, and it's also their defense. It's their depth because they have a lot of new people, inexperienced people, just a bunch of pretty much mediocre players coming off the bench. But as far as the defense goes, I think that they heavily rely on the mids and even the offensive players to help on the defensive end of the field, which is not very good. I don't think R and Bronco are that great of defenders, but I mean, who knows, right? Their starters are you have Mello and Net, R and Bronco defense, and then midfield you get Delcor and Destroy. Offense you have Darter and Axel, and then bench players they have Kappas, Bifo, backup goalies, backup defense Water, backup mids Hop and Atheist, backup offense Legacy. So yeah, that's pretty much their lineup, and they really need all their players to show to compete with the top teams in the league. Their key wins: week 1 they beat GMP, they beat Incredibles, they beat Pro Sex, and then they also lost to Nation of Domination in overtime. They lost to Backlash and Gardeners the past 2 weeks, so they're on a 2-game lose streak. The top scorer, Darter with 22 goals, Axel, top assist man with 10 assists, Darter with 29 points, leads the team. The top mid on the team is probably one of the top mids. He's definitely the top defensive mid in the game, and that's Delcor. Right now he has 8 goals, 7 assists, 34 steals, 21 fumbles on 148 passes. More importantly, he's 5-1 with him on the field, with the only loss coming against Gardeners by 1 goal, and that was a game that Darter and Axel did not show up to. So it just shows. I'll get more into that in a minute, but it just shows how great of a player he is and how important he is as a mid for that team, especially. The top D, I have to go with Bronco. I mean, even though this is the weakest position on the team, Bronco excels better than R this season. R has, I think he has like 40-something fumbles. Bronco has like half that with more close to the same amount of passes. So, I mean, but as far as defense go, I think Bronco is better than R. I get it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that type of defense. It's what they do. So I mean, that's just my opinion. But moving on, you got a sleeper pick. Sleeper is Destroy. Destroy. He's been quiet this season. Usually he plays offense. He's usually shooting goals, scoring goals. But this season he's moved back and played more of a mid, being just trying to get those assists, pass it out to Darter Axel. But he has 9 goals, 8 assists, 207 passes, 24 fumbles. He's playing really good, and he's just quiet about it, you know, just getting his numbers and doing work. Team MVP, talked about this before. This obviously the team is 5-1 with him, 0-2 without him, and that's Delcor. Like I said, they're 0-2 without him. They lost to NOD in overtime. and they lost to Backlash. When you look at the numbers, when he's in the game, for the 6 games that he was there, they have 48 goals scored, only 21 against. That's scoring 8 goals a game and about 3.5 against. And then the 2 games he lost, they only scored 7 goals and 9 goals against. So you can do the math on that and just see how much of an impact he has for that team. As I'm going down to this list, getting into the teams that actually have losses and that need to build on their team and continue to work towards the playoffs so they can hopefully hit on all cylinders. So I'm gonna add this new little thing. It's called pretty much the issues on the team that I believe. For one thing with NEWTS is they need to show their players because they lack depth. I mean, when they're throwing in Hop and they're throwing in Atheist and they're throwing in I don't know, whoever the fuck else they're throwing in there, it's costing them games. Especially against, you can't do that against Backlash and NEWTS. Against Backlash, they showed Delcor is missing. Against fucking Gardeners, you had Darter and Axel missing, and you can't have that shit. You can't expect to win. You can't expect to win like that. So they lack depth, and they really need to show their players. Another thing is, I think they rely on their offense a little bit too much. Yes, they have a potent offense, but they need to develop a better midfield. You don't want R and Bronco, your defenders, doing the bulk of the carry time, and that's what's going on. If you look at the stats, R and Bronco have the most carry time on that team, and you don't want that with your defenders. I mean, you want Delcor with the ball, you want Destroy with the ball. They need to call for the ball, get the ball, and start creating for their offense, because they're going to make the plays. They're going to make more plays than Bronco and R. I mean, it's no offense to them, but I mean, just Delcor and Destroy are the mids, and they need to make the plays. And you, as a defense, you need to get the ball up. And what NEWTS tries to do is that they try to pass it up really quick to Darter or Axel, and if they don't have it, they have to just turn it around. And then by then they have to try and set up, and then they don't give it to the mids. They need to work the mids in. They need to work the mids, destroying and Delcor more into their offense and their offensive sets. They need to stop relying on transition goals, because more times than not, those are going to get stopped, especially against the top teams in the league. With that said, NEWTS, they're probably going to win out. They'll finish with only 3 losses, and next week they have BMP, so that should be a pretty easy game for them. But they still have a lot to work on, and I hope they can push through. And don't take what I said negative in this video. Don't take it to the heart or whatever. Don't take it bad, but just use it as motivation. You know, prove me wrong. That's what I want to see. Anyways, I got Nation of Domination next, and see y'all later. Peace.